Who got it? Who got it? A 2018 Fume Blanc from Robert Mondavi. All right, so second time I've tasted this one, and second time that I didn't really call oak, even though it's a Fume Blanc, and smoky oak character should be a thing. So again, on this wine, I looked it up, and they used 5% New French early in the process, and then aged it for 6 months on the lees in 60-gallon French oak. So they didn't make any comment on the 60 gallons being new or old, but there's definitely oak presence in this. Again, it is super, super pale in color. There's a creamy roundness, which I think I said might come from some malolactic or aging on the lees. Something of a little cream soda note that, or a smoky stone fruit. There's tons of things that would have led me down that path, but I didn't quite talk about it. So citrus, grapefruit, that real distinct acid structure. So that was like one of the first things I talked about as soon as I tasted it. It's real jagged, it pricks your mouth kind of feeling. So high acid, medium plus alcohol, medium plus body, and just talking about that acid structure being the leading factor. And if there's something out of balance, not that it wasn't well done, but that's a big factor. So acid. All right, let's talk red. So this is a dark red wine. I mean, it's not see-throughable. It is a dark red wine. It stains. It is heavily, slowly tearing down the glass. There is a little bit of rim variation in a brick garnet sort of fashion. I do not see sediment or gas. It is day bright. In fact, it's a very nice little reflection of the legs. And let's move to the nose. Wine is aromatic. There is purple berries and plums, fruit, ripe, a little dusty, earthy character, and something kind of, dusky earth, purple, ripe, plummy fruit, little jamminess, raspberry, blackberry. It's a real rich aromatic nose. Moderate age on the nose. It's fruit and earth, and so nothing that's like deep developing characteristics or older. So youthful. We're just gonna go there. I think there is some vanilla, spice, powdery, cinnamony kind of thing. So there's definitely an oak presence on this wine. There's something kind of fresh too. Wine is definitely dry, and pulling a little bit back from that ripe, dusty purple to kind of a tart red on the palate. There's a lot more tart cherry, sour apple. Yeah, there's an interesting tart redness to the fruit on the palate versus that like ripe plummy on the nose. A real dusty, clingy character to the tannins of this too. It is roof of the mouth, top of the tongue, all in the center. I don't feel it around the edges, but the tannins are definitely a leading factor here and a dominating factor. It's medium plus, but there's just a back of the teeth. It's all in the center of the mouth. Very aggressive. There's a little bit more, it's like dusty instead of like jagged or rocky or aggressive, but that's definitely a thing. Acidity is medium. It is, there is almost a metallic, bloody, kind of sanguine note to the earthiness of this, to the palate. Yeah, okay, so medium plus tannins, center of the mouth, acid is medium. Alcohol, gets a presence. Man, it's interesting how much more like kind of streamlined this is in the center. It's the textures elevate what could be a lean palate. Tannins elevate what could be a lean palate to a slightly rounder texture. It is medium bodied. It is basically in balance, but that tannin structure kind of jumps out a little. It is medium plus complexity and medium finish. It does not go on for super long. Possible grape varieties, man. So it's kind of strange. I kind of want to go back to Brunello or Vino, like Sangiovese with this. That darker front fruit, and then the contact of those kind of sour cherries and tart things, and then there's oak. So this could be, I think this is Old World. It is fruit, but it's much more kind of earthy, tannin, structure driven. So that for me feels Old World. It is, possibilities are Sangiovese of some sort from Italy. Could be Tempranillo of some sort. Could be Tempranillo over from Rioja, because this oak presence that's here and the way the tannins are kind of affecting me, and then that sour cherry thing it leans to those two places. 3 to 5 years, a little bit of time for that oak aging. I don't think we're dealing with a Reserva here. There's too many kind of jagged edges from those. So and both of those are going to be warm climates, right? So that dusty, the tannins, the cherry and tartness, the kind of color here would be a much more modern Tempranillo from Rioja. I just want to go back to Brunello. I really do. I kind of think this is a Brunello, and it's from 2015. So Brunello di Montalcino, 2015, Italy. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, later.